Coach Belle, and welcome to Sips of Gratitude's weekly reflection. This is your time to sip, pause, and reflect on our past week. Grab something to write on, grab something to write with, and make sure you have a warm drink to sip on. Let's begin. First things first, I have to tell you what I'm sipping on. But I got this green tea grown at high altitude, and it's tea from China, Mao Feng green tea. It's delicious. I added that one to my cup to sip on. And then I added red raspberry leaf. Red raspberry leaf from Croatia, and it is delicious. Let's reflect on last week's journaling. 4 things that I wanted to keep doing, and we're going to journal on those again today too. Keep joining new groups and connecting, which I did. We went to go sign up to volunteer. I'm so excited. It's a win. Okay. And then I wanted to keep reaching out and talking to my family, which is beautiful because my sister Lily just graduated from college. So we got to hang out with them on Friday, and I've been in contact with them here and there. I could always do better, but it's really cool that I wrote that down. And then my sister had her graduation and we got to celebrate her. And I wanted to keep drinking tea, which daily, I drink tea daily. It is a ritual and it is one I will never stop. And recording my progress. I have been doing that as well. I'm going to link that in with something else in a second. So let's just get back to that one. 4 things I wanted to release. So I said I wanted to release that I'm not good enough. And I did that, okay? I applied for a job that I was actually very curious about, but also fearful. And since I was fearful, I was like, you know what? You are worthy to apply because you're curious. You can go ask questions and you have something to offer. So go offer it. Go show what you got, what you've been working this hard for. So I did that. And I think that is me telling myself that I am good enough and I am smart enough. Don't you say? Love it. Okay, Christmas gifts. That one, Christmas is in like 10 days. Oh my gosh, 9 days, okay? I'm not gonna stress about it. It's just if you get a gift, you get a gift. You just know I love you no matter what, okay? But I did do something intentional with gifts this year, and I am loving that so far. Staying up late was also on something I needed to release and not do, and I'll be honest with you, I've been staying up a little bit late. And then not all at once, small steps, release my expectations. Wow. See, that's why I like doing these reflections, because I did not know that I wrote that one down. I didn't remember. And that is something that I did run into this week. There was a day, actually, that may have been yesterday. Wow. But yesterday, I was feeling some overwhelm. And I see where I want my life to be, and I love my life now. I just see the version of me that I could become, and it's in small steps. And I struggle with that because I see it and I know what I need to do, but I don't want to do those itty bitty steps. I want to just jump. You know what I mean? But that's really risky because then you're not actually, the process is everything. Like just you getting to that point is not going to make you happy. It's the process of getting there. So anyway, I'm glad I wrote that down because it's another reminder that small steps lead to big change. So I'm going to keep small stepping. And if you look at something and it's a small step and you're like, oh, I could read 1 page out of a book a day. That's not enough. That's your ego. Because then do it. Then show up and read 1 page out of a book every day. And do it consistently. Show yourself you can do it. If you think that step is too small, then do it. I wasn't just saying that towards you, okay? I'm saying that to me. This is a reflection. And that's what I'm telling myself. I'm just going to do it. Okay, that seems small. Well, then do it. Get it done. My goals for this week, so now see, we're reflecting. My goals were to stretch every day when I get home. Did I do that? No, I did not. I did that, I think, twice out of the week, but I did go to the gym 3 times, I believe, and I stretched there. So I'm gonna kind of count that, but also I did say that I had a yoga mat in the living room. Well, then we moved it. My husband moved it, okay? So now I'm gonna start stretching in our spare bedroom, which is beautiful because the setup, we were able to make it all make sense. We just moved into our house this year too. So we're trying to make sense of our own space as well. And so now I'm gonna start stretching in there. So did I reach this goal of stretching every day? No. Was it actually a big goal, not a micro goal? Yes. So I'm actually going to keep that goal, but I'm going to lower that to stretching 5 minutes a day. Done. Okay, so that's a better goal. Drinking H2O when I play with my hair. Okay, that one was a big one because I have been twirling my hair since I was a little girl. Like I remember my babysitter getting on to me for it. She told me my hair was going to turn blue. And quite honestly, I kind of want blue hair, so I kept doing it. And now I think I just do it to defy people. But okay, here's the deal. I do it to comfort as well. So no, that did not work out. But what I did realize is that I always twirl my hair because it's always available. So I need to make water always available. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to carry a water bottle. Now, I know y'all are already all carrying those big, gigantic Stanleys and all the other stuff, the Yetis. I'm just not that girl. I forget things everywhere. Ask my husband. I forget my cell phone daily, okay? So I need something that's gonna make sense for me. So I need like a regular water bottle. So I'm gonna carry regular water at all times. I'm not saying I have to drink it, but I need to have it with me. And it needs to be available to drink, okay? That is my goal. So see, this is why reflecting is so good for you. Okay, Spanish for real. My goal was to take 1 page and get to know it and use it. Did I? No, I did not. Did not do that. So I'm gonna reframe this because I need to learn Spanish. I want to learn Spanish. I want to be able to communicate with my Zapata family, okay? But I know it's gonna take time because I still don't know all of English and I've been speaking it for 31 years. So what I'm going to do is instead, I put down here 1 page. So how about this? How about every week, so I'm just gonna do 1, okay, so this is weekly. So I'm going to read a page, read Spanish for real, 1 page, and I'm going to record myself. And then I'm going to listen to it. I can listen to it every morning. You know what? That's not too hard to do. That one's a weird one, but I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna see if that works. I'm gonna see if that works for me. Okay. Floss 1 times daily. I will be honest, after the reflection, I was like, you know what? At least once at night. And I have been doing that. I think I missed it 1 night, maybe 2 nights. But I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm telling you, I need to keep flossing. So I'm gonna keep floss 1 times daily, okay? I'm not switching that up because I'm still doing it. I'm noticing when I'm not doing it, and when I don't do it, I have actually gotten out of bed to go do it because I'm gonna show up for myself. So although I did not get a 7 out of 7 days, I still noticed a difference. So those are my 4 micro goals. Now that we have gone through my last week's reflection and I've been able to fine tune some of my goals based on how my week went and what I wrote last week, let's go ahead and start your reflection. And I will go ahead and do some of my own as well. Okay, so if this past week were a movie or a book, a story, whatever, what would be its title? Be descriptive, think of a moment, the tone, story, whatever you were feeling this last week. What is the theme of your week? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, all right? 2 minutes, I'm gonna start the timer now. Let's go ahead and reflect and we'll come back and share our theme. All right, time is up. I want to hear what the theme of your week is, so throw it in the comments for now. Don't forget, we want to do these live one day, so that way we can share it with each other, right? But for now, I'll go ahead and tell you what mine is. My theme of the week is buff, brave, and beautiful. Let's move on to the next journal entry. Go ahead and list 4 things you're grateful for. I'll set a timer for 3 minutes. It can be big or small moments, people, experiences, even a lesson you learned. But name 4 things you're grateful for. Let's go. am grateful for the soil that grows our vegetables. I am grateful for writing utensils. As I was using this pen, I was thinking, man, it used to be really difficult to like write things down, and I don't know how that feels. So I'm grateful for this because I don't want to go the other way. And I'm grateful for fossils. That one was weird, but like, it's my journaling, you know, like I tell you guys, like, journal whatever is in your head and get it on paper so you can see what you're working with. And mine kept going to fossils. So I'm just going to let my mind go to fossils, and I'm going to be grateful for them because, to be quite frank, like, that's how we know a lot of our history is from fossils, and our teeth stay behind too. So like, I always think about that. That's why I want to floss. Okay. I could go on forever. I love talking to you. This is so much fun. But now we're actually going to move on to the next journal entry, and we are going to look at 4 things that filled our cup. Let's keep it going. What filled our cup this week? Name 4 things. I'm going to set a 2-minute timer, and let's begin. Your cup this week. Really quickly, I'll go over mine. Fill my cup with celebrating others. A spontaneous date with my husband. Learning about the community and different nonprofits. And going to the gym without judgment. Let's move on to our next journal entry. What has drained your cup? What holes at the bottom are on your cup? Think about it, write those things down. If you can't control it, let's leave it in the past. And if it is draining your cup, what can you do to take that out of your next week? Think hard about this. Let's go ahead and give ourselves 2 minutes. Let's reflect. are draining my cup this week. First one is comparison. When I compare myself to others, no good comes from it. No good. Because you cannot compare your page 14 or chapter 14 to someone's book number 4, chapter number 44, whatever. Like, you don't know their story. So you can't compare where you are to their story because it's different. So it's like we know that, but then when we get into the day-to-day, it's just so easy to compare. And I am letting that go because it doesn't help anybody. I do like comparison as far, like not comparison, but I like how like when I see like role models that like that's something that I want to do, I want to learn from them, that's great, but not comparing myself to them. Also eating sweets late. I am notorious for this. I'm a sweets girly and salty, and I like to eat candy, and usually at night. That's when King Candy comes out to play. So I am just going to keep an eye on it, and after 9 o'clock, no more, which I know it should be earlier and I should just cut it back completely, but small steps. Speaking of, that is what is next. I am tired of draining myself from thinking very big, but then not coming back down to small steps, because I know more than I know, like I've literally lived it where it starts with small steps. And that is how things continue to be a habit. You have to stay consistent with those small steps. I get this, I know this, but yet I do catch myself still in my head. So just know that you're not alone, and we're all continuously growing. It doesn't stop, and I don't want it to. And then the last one was not communicating. So like I catch myself where like I'll get in my own head and then I'll be thinking this is how something's going or how I'm feeling. And I should have just communicated from the beginning, because then it would have cleared things up. So that is what I am going to leave in the past, and I am going to move forward with clarity into the next week. So I have already told you what my 4 micro goals are going to be for next week. I told you at the beginning of this video, mainly because I feel like that is a section that once you start it, that's the one we're going to then hit on the next reflection, because you're able to experiment. That's what those really are. It is micro goals that you can experiment with, okay? So we're going to touch on those at the very beginning. That way you can move them around, switch it up, tag it onto something else that you do. But just think about it. Like, did it work? Did it not? And mess with it. So that way then you're starting out your reflection with your goals in mind. And then you can go through and think about, reflect on your week from there. So I will go ahead and give you, 3 minutes to work on your micro goals if you would like. And then after that, we will come right back for a little goodbye and a last sip. of Gratitude Reflection. This is a weekly deal, and it's because we keep investing in ourselves weekly and show up, reflect, get better at our micro goals, and not even little. See, we're not littling ourselves anymore. We are taking up space, and we're going to have this space for us to reflect, to get clear. I hope you enjoyed your journaling, your reflection, your tea. If anything, please take this time to show yourself that you love yourself. You showed up. No one else can do that for you. Whether you wrote down a doodle, you drew, you wrote down all these goals, who cares? It's your journal, your life, your style. I'll see you again next week. Let's see if I can floss my teeth every day. Mwah! Love ya.